Okay, so hey guys, Saturn is conjunct the Sun right now. So what does it mean? Hey Sunny, what's the Sun in the horoscope? What does it mean? Is that like the size of my, like what does it mean? Does that mean I'm like, people are gonna like me? Does that mean the girl's gonna say yes? Does that mean that guy's gonna spend all his money on me? Does that mean like I could walk around naked in the gym locker room and not be embarrassed? Like what does it mean? Those are all good questions, man. Let's address them one by one. It's like what's standing in your way. It can be a nuisance, it can be a nuisance, like whatever, but the sun is going to shine directly on things that are getting in your way. You're going to see your Saturn blockage today. So if you're there, or you're going to see where you're going to see exactly where that difficulty is. So if money's been tight for you in the last little while, because Venus has been retrograde, oh, you got to look, and you're thinking, money's been tight, but what's going on? This is not a Venus problem. It's pretty good. What's going on? What's screwing that up? Or what's screwing up your love game? Or is there some kind of sabotage in your life? Is there some kind of Saturn thing that's taking things away from you? Is there an obstacle that there's an obstacle there? You just got to figure out what it is or how to navigate the avarice and profusion of the situation. So that's the deal, whatever it is. So if there's an obstacle in your relationship, you should see it right in front of your face. If there's, it's also going to, so that's the first thing. So it's going to highlight your Saturn sabotage, obstacles, it's difficulties. It's going to highlight things that are going to be taken away from you if you don't get your shit together. And it's definitely going to highlight your karma. And that's all in a positive and negative way and whatever. It's your own life. You got to where you are because of where you are, whatever. Whoever's on, whatever. On the other hand, the sun is going to shine directly on where you should be applying yourself. Now, Saturn has a lot of positives to it. It has a lot of positives, many positives to Saturn. And it's where you apply, it's where you can apply yourself, and you will be rewarded if hard work is placed there. Diligent, disciplined, hard work. In fact, in someone's natal chart, when they have a really nice harmonious aspect between Saturn and Mercury, the planet of thinking and communication, one of the planets of thinking and communication, that person tends to be very disciplined and focused in the way they think. Those type of people are the type of people, astrologically anyways, that can sit down and study a topic. Pretty cool. They don't, whereas like a debilitated Mercury might like give you a little bit of ADD. You can't focus. It's keep, and so, but Saturn locks it down. You can focus. And so that's a positive thing. So let's see the two things so far. So on one, the sun's going to highlight what's blocking you. Straight action. You better figure out a way through that because Saturn takes away. So if you can't figure out a way to deal with it, you're going to lose. The second thing, there are three things. The second thing is it adds discipline. Discipline and hard work in that area of your life. So you're going to have to work at it. Whatever it is, you're going to have to work at it. Saturn represents in your life where you're tormented. You guys got that? Saturn, wherever Saturn is in your chart, that's where you're tormented. That's where like, oh man, that's where you get stage fright. That's where you get afraid of girls. That's where you get afraid, you're tormented by how you look. You're tormented by girls, boys, relationships, tormented behind the scenes, tormented in your family, depending on where it is. So the three things you have to watch out for this today, in the next couple of days, with the sun crossing Saturn. And once again, if you want more on this, just tune back into this live stream. Just go check the live stream on the channel we talked about earlier. But this live stream here. But the first thing is the Sun Conjunct Saturn is definitely going to highlight. You're going to see what's restricted in your life. You're going to see what's causing a block in your life. You're going to see the sabotage. You're going to see the problems there. You're going to see it. And it's up to you to clarify what's going on. For most of you, I'm just going to give my 2 cents and say, because all of this is behind the sun. You're going to see the sabotage, and most of you are going to do something sneaky. Just letting you know, saying what I expect. Okay, so first, it's where there's a blockage, and you have to figure out how to go through it. Second, Saturn represents hard work, dedication, and discipline. So it's going to highlight a problem in your chart. Saturn is going to highlight a problem. The sun crossing Saturn will highlight a problem, and it's up to you to put in the hard work, dedication, and discipline, or somehow figure out that karmic lesson. Remember, Saturn's a karmic lesson, so that's what you have to do. And on the third point, the Saturn usually represents where you're tormented in life. So the sun is going to shine right now on a blockage or where you're tormented. So, and that's up to you to work through it, man. That's the deal. But on the plus side, it's going to move through. On the plus side, the sun's going to pass through by the end of the weekend, and then you can completely ignore what's tormenting you for the rest of the world. So,